Hi, and welcome to the independent practice for lesson 10.1. Let's get started. The dot plot shows the number of letters in the spellings of the 12 months. Okay, so like May has 3 letters, M-A-Y. June, J-U-N-E, and July, J-U-L-Y. That's the number of letters in those words, and so on. Describe the shape of the dot plot. Well, it has, let's look at the spread. The spread is even, and with a peak of 8. So it's kind of an even spread. For the most part, it's kind of even across, but the peak is right here at 8. That's the mode. The peak and the mode are pretty much the same thing. What's the center? Well, when we look at center, we're thinking about the word median, which is right in the middle. And I'm going to erase this here. So the median, let's see, should be between 6 and 7. So if I have right here, let's see, there's how many dots here? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the center is right here. Between 6 and 7. Describe the spread. The spread is like the range. So what is it range? It goes from 3 to 9. So the spread the dots spread from 3 to 9. Calculate the mean, median, and range of the data. Okay, so the mean. The mean is, and you know what? I'm going to do this over here. No, I better do it over here. So I can still see that, the dots. So let's go mean. That is all the dots. So I have what? I have a value of 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 9. So it's going to be, the mean is, move this over a little bit more, is a 3 and 2 4s and 2 5s and a 6, 2 7s, plus 7 plus 7, 7 7 plus 3 8s, plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, and then plus a 9. There are 12 months. Let me make sure I got all 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 months. And so I have to divide it by 12. That sum is equal to 74 and divided by 12. And you would get 6.16 repeating. Rounded would be 6.17. So the mean is going to be 6.17. The mean is equal to 6.17, the median. You know, the median is the center, and I already found the center. It's right here. It's in between 6 and 7, so we call it 6.5. It's right in between there. So the median is going to be equal to 6.5. And the range is the same as the spread. And we found the spread was from 3 to 9, so that should be 6. So the range is 9 minus 3. The biggest number minus a small number, which is 6. Okay. Next, we have dot plots showing the mean number of days. Mean number of days of rain per month for 2 cities. Okay, compare the shapes of the dot plots. So compare this dot plot to this dot plot. So Montgomery. Montgomery. What is this? It has one outlier, which is right here. With a small cluster. And Lynchburg, I would say overall the same. Days per month. The same number of overall uniform. How about that? We'll call that uniform. So overall, it's uniform, which means everything's the same. It's all pretty much the same right there, and but it's also over the same range. Range as Montgomery. Compare the centers. Well, let's see. For Montgomery, the center, let's see. How many dots do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I think 5 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be, I think, well, what's probably better is I forgot about that other dot right there. I forgot about that dot, that outlier. Let's see. Let me count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I got to go 6 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks like it should be 9. So center should be somewhere around 9. Center would be at 9. And I get this. Let me show you again in another way. Let me have all the. So what that first dot. So I'm going to look at. I'm going to give you the values of each. That's 1, 8, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12. 1, 8, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, and 12. So what's the middle of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks like this might be the middle right here. Now it's the middle if there's the same number of dots on either side. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I guess it's still 9, but the middle would be right here. Okay, so middle's 9. And then for the other one, where's the middle? Let's see. I prefer to write this out a little bit. I don't know why, I'm just used to that. So I have 8, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 11, 11, and 12, 12. So 11, 11, and 12, 12. Okay, how many dots do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks like right in the middle right here, it'd be 10. So that's the middle. That's the center. And so for what? L? Lynchburg? It's 10. Yeah, that's what it was. And the spreads. So the spreads are the ranges. So Montgomery and Lynchburg. Montgomery goes from, let's see, from 12 to 1. And so that's a range of 11. That's 11. And the other one goes from 12 to 8. Right? It goes from 12 to 8, and that's a range of 4. 12 minus 8 is 4. Okay. Um, Now, what do the dots tell you about the two cities um, with respect to their average monthly rainfall? Well, I jumped ahead and did this. Um, so Lynchburg has more consistent levels of rain and more rain per month compared that to Montgomery. So if I look at the two here, I can see. I'm going to erase this here. I can see that they have more consistent rain. Here they have an outlier and they got a big old peak here, but it's not very consistent, not very uniform. This is more uniform and consistent. Maybe a little more predictable. And yeah, and it looks and I'm sure that when you take the average of this average would be higher than this average here. And mostly due because of that outlier right there. That outlier throws the average off. Okay, next page. So we have our dot plots on the shoe sizes of two different groups of people. Compare the shapes of the dot plots. All right, continuing with the dot plots show the shoe sizes of two different groups of people. So we have group A shoe sizes and group B, and we're going to answer these questions. Compare the shapes of the dot plots. Well, the shape. Well, as I look at this here, there's a cluster to the left of size 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 14 right there. But there, I believe they're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably this cluster right here. They're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 right there. So easily 9. And then here for group B, a cluster to the right of size 9. So we have at least 9 clustering to the right here. And it's just kind of a general shape. Where are the dots? Describe where are the positions of the dots. So comparing the medians, we have group A. And the median for group A is at the size of 8, I believe. Size 8. And let's take a look at that. So the median, that's pretty simple. That's the middle number. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's an odd number. That means there's a middle number to this whole thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we can see the median is going to be somewhere in here. To be the exact one, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I believe it'd be the seventh one about there would be the median. And I could check. I can see that if that's the median, then 1, 2, then there's 6 to the right of that, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it must be that one, I believe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's that dot exactly as the median. But we can see they're all on number 8. And for group B, let's see, the median probably is like 9.5. Yeah, the median is going to be in here. It's the middle, so it's the middle dot. There's an equal number above as below. So for group B, the median is size 9.5. Compare the ranges of the dot plots with and without the outliers. So, well, we see that group A is smaller than group A. Group A is smaller than group B. Group A could be children, and group B could be adults. Making conjecture results of the dot plots. Oh, I think that I just answered that part. Whoopsie. How about this? How about I do this? Boom. All of this will go here. Haha. And then I'm going to erase all of this. Compare the ranges. Whoopsie. The range. The range is the biggest number minus the smallest number. So in this, the range is 13 to 6.5. And in this, the range is 11.5 to 8.5. So I'll start with group A. Is 13 minus 6.5, which is 6.5. And that's with the outlier. Without, you often do that as without outlier. That would be 9 minus 6, right? Because the outlier's out here. So 9 minus 6 would be with the outlier. So it would be 9 minus 6, which is 3. And then group B would be, looks like that's 11.5 minus 8.5. So 11.5 minus 8.5, which is 3. And there is no outlier. So there you go. Let's move on down. Let's see. Can two dot plots have the same median and range but have completely different shapes? Justify your reasoning using examples. And so I went ahead and wrote out my solution, and I'd like to explain it. So we're looking to have two groups of data that have the same median but different range. So I said, yeah, one group of 5 students have the following pets. A student has 1 pet, another student has 2 pets, a student has 3 pets, 4 pets, and 5 pets. So there's 5 different students with different number of pets. Another group of 5 students could have 1, and then 3 pets, 3 pets, 3 pets, and another student has 5 pets. And both groups have the same median. See, the median is the middle number, and the middle number is 3 here, and the middle number is 3 here as well. But they have different ranges. Oh, and actually, I should change. I'm sorry. They have the same median and range. Yeah, and they had to have the same median and range right here. Had to have the same median range. Okay, same median, same range, but different shapes. That's what I need, different shapes. And so this right here, a student, if I were to draw this, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a student would have 1, 1, 1 of each. There would be one student that has each of those. That's for one group. And then another group, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A student would have 1, 3 students would have 3, and 1 student would have 5. So there's your different shape right there. So there you go. What is the most, let's see, what is the most affected, but what value is most affected by an outlier, the median or the range? Explain. Can you see these effects in a dot plot? And so I wrote out my explanation here. So what is most affected by an outlier, the median or the range? The ranges. An outlier greatly increases with the range, and whereas the median generally isn't affected. I'd like to give you an example. For instance, if I have, let's see, I have 1, 4, 5, 9, and 30. 30 is the outlier. Okay. What is the range? So the outlier, let's see. So median. The median is 5 because that's the middle number. And the range, that range is 30 minus 1. So it is 29. I'll just write 30 minus 1, which is 29. Now, if I change the, it's what's more affected, uh, outlier by an outlier, the median or the range. So if I change this outlier now to, let's say I'll change it to 10. I'll just make it extreme. And if that were now 10, oh, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to undo that here, and I'm going to change the color to green, and that'll be 10. Okay, so now the median, when it's green, is still 5. So it's still the same. See, these are the same value, but the range is now 10 minus 1, which is 9. And that's a lot different. See, the range has changed now that I've changed the outlier. Or actually, oh, effective. So it's no longer an outlier. There's no outlier. So anyway, I hope that's been helpful. And there you go.